morning. It's the start of another brand new week, and what a yucky start it is as well. It's all rainy and horrible and ugh. Look at all that rain coming down. I'm actually not working in this office today, but it's fine with me because I've got plenty I need to get on with. First things first though, coffee. Well, IB's been in and gone again, and he's had his coffee at the speed of light, and I'm still working my way through mine. But I'm going to go on upstairs and get on with my stuff now. Hiya, it's about 1:05 now. I haven't spoken to you for all this time. I've been working at the desk over there. IB's been out doing a site visit, but he's back now. We've got some gruesome and grotty weather going on today, but apparently it's going to get worse. My list of to-dos for today, well, number one was get the vlog up. Number two is to ring the insurance company to add my camera specifically as a named item onto that. This is going to be number three, research the new flute mic. I did have another episode of crackling at the gig. It was very brief, but you know, it's only going to get worse surely. So I'm going to have to do some research and buy myself a new flute mic. So an unexpected big expense coming up just after buying the camera, so that's not great. I've got to sort out my travel logistics for tomorrow, public transport, because in the morning I've got to take my daughter for her dermatology appointment, and then after that it's parents' evening. I haven't had a parents' evening since my daughter was 5 years old, because she came out of school at 6 and went back in at age 16, something like that. So, well, she didn't go back to school, she just went straight to tertiary college then. So yeah, I haven't really had a parents' evening apart from, you know, foundation phase. So this is going to be interesting. It's like a progress update discussion, so that's going to be cool. So yeah, it's going to be a slightly complex travel day tomorrow with various buses and trains, and I'll work that out. I think I'm probably going to go home in between the two things, but I'm not quite sure. Sometimes when you don't drive, it's just easier to just hang out somewhere for a couple of hours in a cafe working and then travel on to the next place. So I've got to decide all that. Right, what's next? I want to send some music files to somebody to make a start on making some new arrangements for the band that I was playing with in yesterday's vlog. That's it. But right now it's like 1:05. IB's come in and he's had a sneaky snack, so he's not starving, and I had breakfast not that long ago. I think I'm going to get onto the insurance company first. So yeah, a bit more desk-basedy stuff. So sorry I haven't been stopping to film it all. I just need to get on sometimes. Right, I've done that insurance thingy. I've done it online through an online form, so that was quicker than ringing and being on hold for 45 minutes. I've added it as an individual item and put the price of it as the replacement price for a new one because I got a good deal on this one. I need to go and cook lunch now. I've got a bit of a challenge when it comes to making lunch. IB said he didn't have any veg, and he wasn't joking, but he has got some in the freezer. Right, this is what I've decided on. There was one bit of salmon, which isn't a lot for two people, so I'm frying that up in the pan. And this is what else I'm going to use in the creation. Udon noodles, so they'll be added to the wok when everything else is cooked through. Tin of chickpeas, because we're going to supplement the protein situation, because there's not a lot for two people with just one bit of salmon. Tin of sweet corn, some frozen broccoli, cauliflower and carrots, and some frozen peas. And lots of seasoning. To my great surprise, these come in individual portions. I suppose it's for microwaving. I'm going to just add it to the pan though. Never seen that before. I've just checked the best before date on the sweet corn. It's 2020. Now, normally I wouldn't be fussy about cans, but because there's a little bit of evidence of some corrosion on the lid there, I might leave them out. The rain's still coming down. I'm starting to feel a bit of a draft coming in through the gap in the door. Well, I've had a little nibble. It tastes all right. I'm slightly dubious about it. I've stirred the salmon in, you know, chopped it up into tiny bits and stirred it in so it just kind of flavours it really, and get the odd little nibble here and there. Lunch over. I'm going back into that little room there, and I'm going to research a new flute mic and drink a nice cup of tea and eat yoghurt peanuts that I've just been given. I just bought a new flute mic. It's $3.44 and I've still got a bit of time left, so I'm going to get on with that music project. Mouse in the Kitchen, that's the name of this tune. I've dotted it ages ago actually, as it happens, but what I'm going to do is I'm just making sure it's exactly right, exactly as we play it. Just need to add a couple of bits and bobs, and then I'm going to convert it into a MIDI file and then email that off to the guy, and that's a really good format for him to play around with. So he's going to then mess around with it, find some arrangements and maybe record it on top of it, bounce it back to us for a listen, you know, that sort of thing, and hopefully that's how it's going to work. Just move that around a bit so it's not so, yeah, that's a bit more sensible looking. Wind's starting to get up out there. It's about 4:30 now. The light is starting to go. We want to avoid rush hour traffic, so we're either going to go in the next half hour or in about 2 hours, something like that. Yeah, IB says he's going to be ready to go in about 10 minutes, so I'm going to pack everything up, and he's just not going to have dinner with us, so, because we haven't heard from Izzy, so there we are. I'm going to tidy my mess up now. We're heading back to my place now. Oh no. What does that mean? I just thought, I'm cold, the heating's not on. Oh. Just as the weather's turned, well, I decided to run today's vlog into 2 vlogs because nothing was really happening yesterday and I just I went really tired. Well, not so much tired, but I wasn't bouncing full of energy and Isabel was home, and so I thought, oh no, I'll run it into 2 days, and I wanted to shorten my little time lag because I was 2 days out from behind uploading and I want to be 1. So anyway, today, well, it looks like I've got a mission to fix the boiler for a start, so oh no. But anyway, I can't think about that now because I've got to get ready to go out. I'm going to take Isabel for a dermatology appointment over in Merthyr first thing this morning. I was supposed to be going to parents' evening this evening, but Isabel's told me that all parents are getting 5 minutes of one-on-one chat with the tutors, and that is all. And it would involve 2 trains each way and hours of travel in each direction. So I said to her, can you please try to arrange for a phone consultation for me? Anyway, I can't believe that about the boiler. That's, oh no. I hope getting a plumber out is not like getting a builder out, because I'll still be here with the broken boiler in April if that's the case. Anyway, right, I shall speak to you later. I'm going to get coffee on and console myself about the heating. Second thing's gone wrong already. 1 minute later, I went to clean out my coffee pot and my ring split, look, my little rubbery ring thing, but you can buy replacements on Amazon pretty cheap. Everything seems to be breaking at once. I suppose that boiler is going to cost a load of money as well. Oh. I'm feeling very glad that I decided to have a bath and hair wash late last night. Otherwise, I'd have been disgusting this morning. My hair was all greasy. It gets so greasy so quickly. I wash it every other day usually, but by the second day, it's just sticking to me. Face and head. Ugh. Anyway, I've rung a plumber, didn't get any answer, left a message. Hopefully today ends up turning out well. This plumber originally was going to do my shower, so I might try and reinvigorate that whole situation since I've had no luck with builders whatsoever. We're going in a minute. I made myself a sippy cup of coffee. Isabel's pulled some shoes out of the shoe rack for me. I said, can you go through, and if there's anything that's too small or you're definitely not going to wear, can you pull them out and I'll clean them up and give them to charity. So got some more stuff for the charity bag there. We have got some very lovely sunshine this morning, which is a good thing, especially with no heating on. Anyway, I've perked up now. I've had coffee, look, yay. Well, and it's an hour since I got up as well. That always helps. I'm not good in the mornings. I'm really not. I'm not a morning person. I struggle. One of my life goals for my future is to work my career such that I can get enough sleep every night. It's a real dream of mine, a good 8 hours. I really want, it's one of my life goals, 8 hours sleep a night. At the moment, I'm not getting 8 hours sleep, but sometimes I am. It just depends. I'm often getting 8 hours in bed because I've got the flexibility to say, right, okay, it's 1:30 a.m. Set the alarm for 8 hours from now, because I can. Quite often I can do that, but then I lie there and I can't sleep, so I still don't get the 8 hours. If I do get that full 8 hours sleep though, I just feel so much better, and it makes everything better for the whole of the rest of the day, and I'm more productive and I'm more happy and I'm more calm. But anyway, you know what I mean? It's just such a good foundation. That is why it's one of my life aims. Well, the good news is this coffee cup is giving off a lot of heat and it's keeping my hands nice and warm. Bad news is that means it's not insulating the drink properly and it's going to go cold. But the other good news is that means I have a good excuse to drink it quickly. Bus number 1 was late, so now we've got the whole will we get our connection thing going on. It's cutting it fine. And the answer is yes, we have got here in time to get our connection. Wahoo! Made it onto the bus, as you can see. Heading off to the hospital now. Got some very bright sunlight to contend with, which is a good thing, I suppose. We're having a little munch on the Belvitas on the way to the hospital. They were nice, I wolfed them down. We can see the viaduct from all the way up here. Look, did you see that there? Oops, I'm banging the lens. I'm not used to this lens yet. Oh wow. That's what we call a parallax shot, that is. Get something moving faster in the foreground. Thank you. We're 20 minutes early, aren't we? Yay. For change? Good, but by the time we've walked all the way down to the department, we'll only be 10 minutes early.
It'll take 10 minutes.
I reckon it'll take quite a while. It's quite a walk. do you want to get your own is? I don't think we're supposed to wear these, but I'll grab one just in case. Doing my thing and vlogging in the bog. We're in the waiting room. Well, Izzy's in the waiting room and my bags are in the waiting room. We're nice and early and there's actually not anybody else waiting, so I'm really hoping we don't have our usual hour-long wait to be seen. That'd be really good. Izzy's got all her stuff with her. She's hoping to head directly off to work when we finish, but if we've got enough time, we're going to go into Merthyr on the bus, walk to the Greggs, which is near the train station-ish, have something there, either hot chocolate or maybe dinner, if depending on the time. Then she's going to get the train and go directly to work. I'll walk her there because she doesn't know the route. And then I will get on with my day. No phone signal here at all. I've actually got a tiny bit. I'm going to try and use the time productively and do a bit of catching up on my Portuguese. I got a bit behind. We're finally out. I'm having a look at the lovely crane in the sunshine. I would sit on the bench, but looking a bit wet from all the rain. We had an hour to wait, but we've been seen now. Always worth the wait. And yeah, it's fine. It's very routine. Bus is due in about 8 minutes. Just come out of Merthyr bus station. Well, actually we haven't come out, we're still in a bit. It's this way, we think. Izzy says she remembers the way from last time, so I think we'll have to go past the rail station to get back to Greggs actually. Izzy wants a hot chocolate, don't you? Do you want a mint hot chocolate?
I think that it was a mint mocha instead.
Mint mocha? You don't like coffee though, do you?
No.
Maybe one day you'll like coffee.
Maybe I'll try it.
What? Maybe I should get one and you try it, and then because if you don't like it I'll have it, and then if you do like it we could get you one as well. How about that?
That sounds safe for us.
Sounds safe, doesn't it? Yeah. Are you hungry for lunch yet?
Yeah.
She is, yeah. I could probably manage a bit of lunch as well. I always thought it was called a mocha. Rather lovely bells in there. There's a train there right now actually, but she'll be super early if she gets on that. I'm questioning my my memory now of if there is a Greggs by Merthyr rail station, because Izzy reckons we need to go back to where the bus station is. So I don't know, we'll have a quick look. We might have to double back. Train's up there. Why are we going this way, Iz?
Because we've gone wrong again.
I think it's this way. Izzy reckons we've gone the very long way round. She's probably right. Hopefully the Greggs, yes, the Greggs is still here, I see it. What do you fancy, Izzy? Well, for £6.40, this is what we got. We got some of these hot chips each, or whatever you call them, wedges. I've got a vegan sausage roll. Izzy's got a meaty sausage roll. She's got a hot chocolate, and I've got a mint mocha. Izzy insists it's pronounced mocha. I don't know which is right. And it's actually very nice. It's very sweet, very decadent, and probably very calorific. I've wandered into a massive Tesco's, which is right by the train station. Isabel's gone off for her train. She reckons she can get into work an hour early and do that extra hour and get paid for it. She said they're so short-staffed that that's okay. It's a thing. I seem to have found myself amongst a sea of Christmas wear. But the thing is, my bus isn't for a little while. Well, there is one I could get that's earlier that takes twice as long, so I thought, well, why don't I just mooch around Tesco's and then get the quicker one? That seems to make more sense. Oh, Santa pants. If anybody's wondering, by the way, on a technical point of view and looking at the footage and saying, is that the new camera? No, it isn't. I'm being a chicken and filming on my GoPro in the shop because it's a lot more discreet, basically. So that's my plan for today anyway. I do need shopping. I've got a massive list of loads of things. I think what I need to do is get a big Asda delivery, to be perfectly honest with you.
Hello and welcome.
I might pick up some coffee while I'm here because that's light and that can go in the rucksack. And other than that, just have a little browse. Look at this, it looks like a sheep. Now, speaking of coats, my poor daughter is having to bear a great indignity. She's grown and all of a sudden her coat doesn't fit, and she hasn't got around to getting a new one yet, so she's wearing my old one. Freshly laundered, but she's so humiliated in it, but it's gone really cold, so she's had to give in and wear it. They have some in Tesco's though, $49 for a specimen such as this, $39 for the, what do you call that? It's not a bomber jacket, is it? I don't know what you call it. A puffy, it looks like a sleeping bag, but made into a coat to me. Not to be derogative, I'm sure that means it's cozy cosy and warm, you know what I mean? Oh, look at that, 45 quid for a massively long thing. That is so long. That's longer than mine that I've got now. Look, that would literally come down to there on my leg. Is this a new thing, having massively long coats? Because I think they're a good idea, quite frankly. It's a funny thing, I've just noticed that now I'm back to my lightweight camera that I'm really familiar with and comfortable with because I'm used to it. I'm back to my perkier self again, but like with the other huge beast, I feel like I've got to approach it with a bit of a sense of gravitas because it looks so damn professional. Oops. I don't know why I'm standing still, it's like a travelator, isn't it? Whoop. Today Izzy has put an order in for a big tub of Quality Street for Christmas, you know, to share, family one. And they're £3.50 with a club card or £4 without a club card. Oh, they got fancy ones in tins. They look old fashioned, don't they? Bit dearer though. I'm not going to get it today though. Golden syrup, that's on my list, definitely. £1 with a club card. And that's not much for me to carry home in my rucksack. I found the World Foods aisle. Let's see if they've got any herbs and spices in bulk. Oh, and there's nobody down here either. Right. Where are they? Ah, this is it. Right, I walked right down to the end and then came back again because I walked straight past them and didn't notice. Look, 55 pence for coconut noodles here. It was cheaper in B&M and Home Bargains anyway. So they got curry powder, whole cumin seeds. Yeah, I will get some of those. I did buy a jar recently, but that's so much more economical. Garam masala, I've got plenty of that. Ground coriander, I have plenty of that. Cinnamon, I don't tend to use cinnamon. Got loads of popcorn at home. I need to teach Izzy how to use the popcorn maker. I bought it for her for Christmas years ago and she just stopped eating popcorn at that moment because she preferred the microwavable bags because of the convenience. I think she's a bit scared of it. Well, I'm back at the bus station now, back on my new camera again. I've had a lovely mooch around Merthyr. I use the facilities in Tesco's because you have to pay for the ones in the bus station, so I thought I'd do that. And then I still had loads of time left by the time I got quite close to the bus station, so I had a little mooch around and I found a Polish shop and I went in and bought myself some pierogi, 2 packets, £1.29 a packet. I thought that was quite a good deal, so yeah, looking forward to trying those. I have tried them before. From what I remember, they were quite delicious. One of the things I really like about being a non-driver is these times when you've got like half an hour spare and you can't do anything except just be in the area, and it's a great excuse to go exploring because you can't really do any work or anything like that. So yeah, I really like that. Probably most people would say that's a downside to not driving because you have to wait, but I quite like the waiting. And even if I'm just waiting on a bench, I can usually find something of interest to do on my phone or something like that. Having a good old clean. That's the college there. I'm back. I wonder if by some miracle this fixed itself. No, it didn't. For a little while I'd forgotten all about the boiler being broken, and then, you know, after Izzy had gone off to get her train, I suddenly remembered. I was like, oh no. I hope it doesn't turn out to be a saga. The plumber may well have tried to call me while I was in the hospital because there is no phone signal there, so I might find there is a message from him on my answer phone. I am going to stop filming for a bit because I realise this is probably quite a long vlog because I started it yesterday. But 2 priorities. Number 1, try and get a plumber to come and fix that boiler. Number 2, I have to order Izzy's delivery of medication to come because she's on her last syringe, so that is a priority because it takes a while to, you know, set it up. What else? Oh, parents' evening. I do not have to go to it in person. I've got to download a Teams app and use Izzy's login to log in as Izzy, and then I can do a video call at 4:25, I think it was. I better check because I only have a 5 minute. 5 minutes, that's how long we have. 5 minutes. For the whole of the 2 years she will have been there. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I am kind of looking forward to it. I feel like it'll probably take me 5 minutes to figure out how to activate the call because I've never used Teams in my life. Anyway, I am going to get on with all that and more and speak to you much later. Good evening. It's about 5:20 now. I've just finished a very delicious hot steamy bowl of leftovers from last night. Parents' evening was a joy. It was really nice. We talked a lot about university stuff going forward for next year, really. Apparently she's doing well with everything she's doing. They've got no complaints whatsoever. We talked for quite a long time about unis and courses and that sort of thing. Plumber hasn't got back to me. I'd sent a text as well as leaving a phone message. Nothing from him. It's cold in my bedroom. It's not too bad in the front room, 16.9, but it's a couple of degrees colder in my bedroom. I can just about see my breath and I think I'll probably sleep down here on the sofa tonight, to be honest. I actually had a nap this afternoon and I was so cold in bed, even with 2 duvets on, so yeah, it's gonna be that. I'm gonna get on and edit this vlog now. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do please give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe for more videos from me and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!